Focus at the Commission of Inquiry into allegations of impropriety at the PIC is on the Lancaster transaction linked to Jayendra Naidoo. The Public Investment Corporation loaned 9.3 billion rand to Lancaster Group to buy a 2.75% black economic empowerment stake in Steinhoff. At the time of the purchase, the Steinhoff shares were 98 rand per share. Since the company's troubles, the share now trades at around 2 rand a share, meaning an impairment of over 4 billion rand of the loan to Lancaster so far.
Botsang Morobe told the Commission that a special purpose vehicle called Lancaster 101 was established for the acquisition of the Steinhoff shares. The ownership of Lancaster SPV would be 50% held by Government Employees Pension Fund, 25% held by Lancaster Group and another 25% by BEE Group. Within a year of PIC's participation in the Lancaster 101 transaction, the share price of Steinhoff began to decline. With the troubles at Steinhoff, PIC sought to invest in Project Bluebug and had to forego some of the protection on the Steinhoff shares. PIC had given up security on its shares in exchange for a loan from Citibank.
For us to facilitate Project Bluebug, we were not actually putting out any capital contribution. We had to forego some of our security. We already had 25% on the city shares, which were declining in value. That opportunity cost, if I may call it, came with us actually getting star shares, which were more accretive on the outlook, was looking far much better. So our facilitation for getting session and pledge of star shares, which were essentially funded by City, was us foregoing the Steinhoff shares. And that was the level of our participation.
The Commission heard that the Lancaster transaction originated from former CEO Dr. Dan Majila and that it was sent to him by Jayendra Naidoo.
Two key issues that would have caused the angst around this transaction. I think the first one would have been that it was a transaction that was led by one person, being Mr. Jayendra Naidoo. And I think, this was recognized by the investment committee as the Sierra transaction was being approved, and hence the requirement to then change the shareholding to include a BE trust. The second issue would have been as a result of the Steinhoff collapse.
Rasiroka also says he is not aware of any PIC procedures being flouted, nor of any irregular payments made with regard to the Lancaster deal. SABC News, Johannesburg.